Oh, hey, there I am. Well, we're getting off to a great start tonight, as always. Oh, goodness. Sorry it turned into a dumpster fire. But what would my live stream be without a dumpster fire? Because in the middle of my intro, when I was doing it the first time, StreamYard completely crapped out on my phone. So I had to get back in. So I just restarted the intro. So hopefully, my farm signal is about this much right now. So I hope you can hear me at least at all. It may sound a little tinny or sketchy, but just let me know if you can hear me at all. So tonight, we're going to do a special, I'm calling it missing, we usually have on Mondays, we usually have, we do our missing person Monday live stream, and then there's also missing poster Monday that a lot of people do, just post flyers of missing persons. But since we do our missing person Monday, where I share my cold cases, missing person cold cases on Mondays, every once in a while, as often as I can, I like to get on Facebook, go through all the missing person groups and pages that I'm in, and just grab as many, I say current, within the last year to 5 years, maybe up to 7 or 8 years. But more current missing persons to share just basic information, I think I have 30 of them to share tonight, but like I said, it's just basic information. Hopefully we can get through all of them in a couple of hours, hour and a half, couple of hours. But just to try to get as many as we can out there. We all know, unfortunately, there are so many missing out there that, all of us can be sharing or on here on YouTube, sharing missing persons 24/7, and we still, unfortunately, could not even make a dent in it. But we're going to do what we can. That's what we do here on this channel. We do what we can. And when I forgot to put up my banner, hold on my crawler. Let me find it. Well, let me get to the right place first. There it is. Okay. So I got that going just in case. Like I said, I don't think there's anything to, nothing graphic or anything. But anyway, good to have everybody here. I know there are a lot of creators on tonight talking about Delphi. So very understandable. So if you couldn't catch the live, if you're watching on replay, thank you so much. We love our replay crew. Absolutely. And if you saw, I was putting them up during the intro. Please, and this one is pinned to the top of the chat. Everything is also linked in the description. Please check out the Timmy's Legacy YouTube channel. If you haven't already, go over there, subscribe, support them in any way they can. They're just getting going. Bling and Miss Barb and everybody else, I think Sunshine and Arctic, are working on this. They're working on getting the Timmy's Legacy Foundation nonprofit going. So hopefully that will be up and running as soon as possible. And also, they have a Timmy's, I can't talk tonight as usual, Timmy's Legacy Facebook group. The link is in the chat. Once again, it's also in the description. Please go either I can never remember if it's a group or a page. If it's a group, join. If it's a page, like it, follow it, support it any way you can. Share it, both the Facebook and the YouTube. Share it, both of them, anywhere and everywhere you can, to help out, to get awareness about this very, very important mission that Miss Barb has got going on. Anybody who doesn't know Miss Barbara Hall pops in chat most of the time. It's Timmy D's mother. Timmy D's went missing. He was later found deceased. Unfortunately, it's one of those Fredericktown, Missouri cases for anyone who may be here watching replay. Check out my Fredericktown, Missouri playlist. All the videos I've done on Timmy's case, on the Durante Martin's case, are in there. So, like I said, if you're not familiar with them, Arctic Fox True Crime is also done. Very good live streams and videos on both Timmy's and Durante's cases and other cases from Fredericktown. The Lawless Files have done wonderful work helping Miss Barbara and posting on their channel. So go check them out. Very, very, very important. So let me quit babbling for a minute and welcome everybody in. Miss Dandy says she would see everyone shortly, so she should be here shortly. Miss Farr is here. Always good to have Farr here from Australia. Good to have you here, ma'am. Miss Paula Fitzhenry is here. Always good to have Miss Paula here. Wonderful supporter. Miss Lisa Joe, the squeaky wheel, is here. Always good to have Miss Lisa Joe here. Miss Lisa Joe was a wonderful. She didn't do YouTube as far as channels or whatever. I've been trying to get her to come on my channel to talk about stuff, but maybe one of these days. But she does wonderful advocacy. Can't use my words. It's been a long day at work today. Miss Lisa Joe, does wonderful advocacy work with victims' families. She does a lot on Facebook. So Voice for the Lost, I believe, is what she posts in. She posts everywhere. So please do check it out. Always good to have her here. See who else is here. Thank you. Miss Lisa said she can hear me fine. Yeah, my not ancient cases. Yes. I do ancient cases on Monday, for Missing Person Monday. Usually from the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, and sometimes I think a couple of times we've done one or two from the 60s actually. But yes, my ancient case. So tonight it's kind of not going to be too ancient. They're ancient. They're not going to be too ancient tonight. There may be a couple I threw in, maybe from the 90s or early 2000s, but for the most part, they're from within the last year to 2 years, up to maybe 5 years. Miss Michelle C is here. Always good to have you here, Michelle. Yes, Lisa says I might be the only person around these parts that does not follow the Delphi case. All I have been doing is watching a couple of creators. I always watch what Mr. Steve does, what he has, his thoughts and the things that he does on Delphi. And then I've been watching a channel, Lawyer Lee. She does, she's been in the courtroom, I think, from every day, I believe. So far, I mean, this is the first time that I've watched her channel at all when it comes to watching this Delphi stuff. But she does excellent recap. She's not biased. So I'm really enjoying watching her stuff. And that's about all I watch on Delphi, just to get the updates on who's testifying, what's been said, what's going on. I stay out of all the drama of it. Drama is not for me. Anyone who's been around this channel for any length of time knows that this is a no drama, as Mom would say, Sunshine would say, no drama llama. She has her no drama llama. We are a no drama channel here. And we are in no family or victim bashing or blaming. None of that stuff here. This is a safe place for anybody who wants to come in and discuss. All I ask is you respect each other's opinions. You don't have to agree with everybody's opinion, but just always be respectful. All right. Let me see. Okay, so the Facebook is a group. Is that what you're saying? Okay. I follow members of some, or join so many groups and follow so many pages when it comes to things. Sometimes I can't remember if it's a group or a page. But Timmy's Legacy on Facebook is a group. Please check it out once again. And once again, the link to the new YouTube channel is pinned to the top of the chat. Please go check it out. Very, very important. Very important. Lance is here. Always good to have Lance here from Canada. Hello, my friend. Miss Duchess is here listening in. She says, hey, Southern Gal, listening and working on packing to go out of state. I shared the live. Thank you so much, Duchess. Please do check out Duchess, another wonderful one of my favorite channels. She does excellent advocacy work, sharing missing on her live stream. She does missing posters, anything and everything she can do. She has family members on. So please do check out Miss Duchess. Hopefully everybody around here knows who Duchess is. I love her to death. So please do check out her, and thank you for sharing the live out. Thank you for listening in. And you said you're going out of state. Thoughts, prayers, good vibes, safe travels, safe travels to you, Duchess, wherever you are going. And I hope you and yours are doing well. Yep, that just says, hope everyone is well. I'm doing well. I hope everybody else is doing well. Maybe finally we've got a lot of these storms out of here. All these tornadoes we've been having, especially Oklahoma got hit hard. I don't know about Missouri. I know up in northwestern Arkansas and Missouri, there was a lot of flooding. And we actually did around here in western Arkansas, they did actually say we did have 2 tornadoes. Not a whole lot of damage, thank goodness. Miss Lisa says, my hands are a little wet, so the typos are going to be lit. I'm not even going to ask why your hands are wet. Oh, goodness, everything just jumped on me here. Let me see what else we got going on. Take that down before I lose it. Thank you. Far also shared as well. Thank you. Uh-oh. Lance wants to know, does anyone else have an unusually strong ringing in their ears, or is it just me? My ears ring all the time. I have what's it called, tinnitus, where your ears ring all the time. That's why I always have to have some kind of noise going on, whether it be TV, music. Even when I sleep, I have to either have my TV on, just where I can barely hear it, or some kind of music going, or else the ringing in my ears would drive me even more batty than I already am. Oh, Lance says he feels like it's external and coming from the outside. Watch out for aliens. The aliens may be coming to get you. So if Lance disappears, if we have any other friends up Canada way, go check on him. That's scary. That is scary. We hope you are not having an aneurysm. Is there anybody there with you, or are you alone? I'm not trying to be nosy, but just in case something does happen to you, is there somebody there who can call 911 if need be? I figured that was the case. Duchess says, thank you. Going to take mom to the neurologist again. I hope your mother is doing as well as can be expected. I've heard you talk about her or both your parents before. I know what it's like. I understand. So once again, thoughts, prayers, and good vibes going out to Duchess. So Lance says Calgary gets weird high pressure ridges. Maybe that's it. That could be it. Yeah, that could be it. Or yeah, it could be that too. I watched little to none of all that mess. Absolutely prayers for Duchess's mother, father, her anybody in her family who needs thoughts and prayers, or anybody in anybody's family out there watching or in here in chat or watching replay. Patriotism is here. Thank you for being here. Always good to have you here. All right, I think I am caught up in comments. So, oh goodness, I got to load my slides again after my little malfunction we had. It should come up. There they are. Yep, they're up there. Okay. Okay, so okay, I thought you said, yeah, not my channel, but Patriotism says I just subscribed to the channel you got pinned. Thank you so much. Yes, that is Timmy's Legacy channel, YouTube new YouTube channel for Timmy Dees. Miss Barbara Hall, his mother, Bling. A lot of people are involved in it. They're getting the Timmy's Legacy Foundation nonprofit going. It's not, I don't, as far as I know, it's not up and running completely yet, but hopefully it will be up as soon as possible. Very, very important. Very important. So thank you for subscribing. And also in the description section, I have links to sign the petition to reopen Timmy's case, sign the petition to review the case of ELISA Robertson from Texas, and Arctic's petition to standardize, reform, anything and everything that needs to be done to the Amber Alert system. So please, if you haven't signed, please sign any and all of those petitions. If you have signed them, please share them anywhere and everywhere you can. All those are very important. All right, so we will get started with our first one. And I had to email myself my slideshow because I can't read even from my computer the very small writing. So like I said, I think I have about 30, but it's just basic information. We'll kind of roll through them. I'll stop every 2 or 3 and get caught up on comments. So I can watch them on my phone here. But just to get as many as we can out there. Yeah, please hit the like button if you haven't already. Share it. A lot of people said they've already shared it out. Share it anywhere and everywhere you can, all your social media platforms. Liking, commenting, sharing, all those things help this information reach as many people as possible, which is the most important thing. That is why we are here. So first, we have Melanie Ballinger. Melanie is missing from Wiley, Texas. Melanie was last seen at her home on November 3rd, 2024, so just a few days ago, at around 10 p.m. And if anybody's here that keeps up with missing persons, if you see anyone on here that has, because I did this slideshow yesterday and last night, if you know of anyone that I'm featuring here tonight that has been found safe since I've done this slideshow, please let me know. And I think actually the very last one that I have to share with you tonight, I think when I was checking Facebook earlier, at my notifications that she has been found safe. But just let me know, or if you have any additional information on any of these ones that we're sharing, please do put it in chat, or if you're watching replay, put it in comment. All right, so once again, Melanie has been missing since November 3rd of this year. Around she was last seen at her home around 10 p.m. She did not take her car or phone when she left. She left her home on foot. She was last seen walking near Country Club and Lakefield. I'm assuming, I don't know if those are roads or neighborhoods, at around 11 p.m. on November 3rd in Wiley, Texas. Excuse me. Melanie is 5'7", 135 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. It is unclear what she was wearing when she left. Hold on one second. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. I didn't want to be rude and do it on my camera. My allergies are still just kicking in. But anyway, So residents in the area are asked to review their outdoor camera footage between the hours of 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. To see if there is any video of Melanie in the area. It says that as far as searches go, officers, along with the help of investigators, officers, along with the help of investigators, a canine search dogs, and a Texas Department of Public Safety helicopter did search the area for multiple hours. They were not able to locate Melanie. The Wiley Police Department is requesting any assistance in locating Melanie. Once again, residents in the area are asked to review their outdoor camera footage between the hours of 10 p.m. on November 3rd, 2024 till 6 a.m. Into the 4th of November 4th to see if there's any video of Melanie in the area. Anyone with any information regarding the whereabouts of Melanie, no matter how small, how insignificant, we say this all the time, no information is too small or too insignificant. It could be, like I say here, it could be the very thing needed to bring Melanie home. So please immediately contact Detective Pollard at 972-429-8014. And there you see on the side, on the poster there are several pictures of her. Let's see if, I think some people are snuck in on me. Oh, okay. Lance asked me to do, did you like the post I gave you on Facebook? I think I might have kind of glanced at it when I was working today. I'll have to go back and look at it again because right now my brain is, and I can't remember exactly what it was. But I will look at it again. I'm sure whatever it is wonderful. Hello, Miss Doris. Good to have you here. All the way from what, New York, New Jersey, somewhere in that area. I always tell her I love those accents. All right, caught up in comments. So next, oh, I may have lost StreamYard on my. I just have to do it this way. I may have lost StreamYard on the. That's right. I'll do it on the phone. Now I lost my. Oh, there it is. There we go. Okay, so next. Not a whole lot of information on this one. This is Adriana Martinez. She has been missing since October 28th of this year from South Dakota. She's just 16 years old. She's missing out of the Sioux Falls, South Dakota area. I'm assuming because it says the agency handling it is the Sioux Falls Police Department. She's a white female with brown hair and brown eyes, 5'6", 120 pounds. She was last seen wearing a black long sleeve shirt and blue sweatpants. So that's basically all the information we have, but we'll take what we can get. So if you have seen her and it doesn't have a number, call 911. You can call 911 and they can get you in touch with the Sioux Falls Police Department, or you can look up if you have any information, the Sioux Falls Police Department phone number. But yeah, when all else fails, call 911, give them the information, and they will get you in contact with the proper authorities. Oh, they do have a phone number. Never mind. It would help if I read my own slides. So the phone number is 605-367-7000. So 16 years old. She does not look 16. It's kids. Sometimes, most of the time, I think kids look older than they say they are. But in this one, she doesn't. She looks 12 or 13, you know. Oh, but no matter what the age, it's just so scary when anybody goes missing, but especially our teens and our children. Right, I think I'm still caught up in the Paula says interest. Oh, nope. Oh my goodness. Almost put Miss Paula in timeout. I didn't mean to. Yep. Interesting and scary. Why does it say log into my account? It logged me out of my account, StreamYard account on and I can't remember my, oh well. We'll just go with the phone tonight. Oh, well, there it is right there. Okay. I do not know what just happened, but hold on, I gotta bring my slideshow. I bring my slideshow back up. I don't know why it said it logged me out of my StreamYard account, but the StreamYard is still up on my computer. Let me find my slideshow again. There's Miss Barbara Hall. Her ears must have been burning. Welcome, Miss Barbara. Always glad to have you here. We were just talking about the new Timmy's Legacy YouTube channel, the Facebook group, the nonprofit that you guys are working on. I've told anyone and everyone far and wide, at least the people here and the people watching replay. And I, ever since y'all brought it to my attention the other day, I've shared it on YouTube, on Facebook. So we have been sending people y'all's way. All right, let me find my slideshow again. Get it back up. There we go. Okay, now I'm cooking with something. Okay. I don't know why okay, anyway. Dumpster fire, mini dumpster fire. We're okay. We're good. Okay, so that was Adriana. Next we have the Gibson sisters. There are two. So Jalea, I hope I'm pronouncing these names right. I don't want to butcher them. Jalea Gibson, 13, and Jania Gibson, 14. Were last seen, it says Monday, I'm assuming this past Monday, October 28th. They are missing from Gastonia, North Carolina, since October 28th, 2000 of this year. They were last seen at around 7 p.m. that evening. It says they may be in the Charlotte area. Once again, not a whole lot of information. They said Jalea is 13, Janaya is 14. Maybe in the Charlotte area. They are sisters. Last known location was Gastonia, North Carolina. So if you have any information, contact the Gastonia Police Department at 704-866-6702. You're so very welcome, Miss Barbara. You are amazing. You are amazing. You and Bling and everybody else that is has been advocating for justice for Timmy, and then everybody that is helping with the foundation get it off the ground. God bless y'all. God bless y'all. We will always support you. You know, Miss Barb, we will always support you in any and every way that we can. Most definitely. All right. Next, we have go back to the right one. Zahara Hopkins, and she is missing from Harbison, Delaware. She was last seen November 3rd of this year. She's just 16 years old, 5'3", 140 pounds. Zariah was last contacted in the Harbison area on November 3rd of 2024 at around 5:13 p.m. It says she is possibly heading to the Wilmington area in a Ford Explorer with a Delaware registration. She's 16 years old, 5'3", 140 pounds, like I said earlier. So if you have any information about Zahara, her possible whereabouts, please call the Delaware State Police, Troop 7 at 302-644-5020. Let says, I'm so sorry, I have to step away. That is fine. I hope you're okay. Please let us know. Just if you can, at the very least, check back in and let us know that you're okay, Lance. Oh. All right. All right. Next, we have Jordan Allen. He is missing from Lake County, Florida. Not a whole lot of information, but the most important information is included. He went missing from his residence in the Claremont, Groveland area of Florida on October 29th of this year, 2024. It says another juvenile in the residence stated that Jordan went to an unknown friend's residence. It is unknown if Jordan was traveling on foot or if he was picked up by vehicle or somebody in a vehicle, somebody he may have known or may not have known. He was last seen wearing a t-shirt, blue jeans, brown shoes, and he was carrying a green backpack. So to me, of all that information, the green backpack would stand out the most. So if you have any information, did it even say how old he was? Doesn't even say how old he was, but he's a minor and a juvenile. So if you have any information on Jordan, contact Detective Landa at 352-343-9500, or it says or crime line with any information that may be something in Florida. Didn't give a number or anything for that, but the number to call Detective Landa, once again, 352-343-9500. All right. Next we have Savannah Tice. She is missing from Cheney, Washington. She was last seen on October 1st of this year, 2024. She is just 16 years old, 5'7", 140 pounds. It says she was last seen on Saturday, July 27th in Cheney, Washington. And it says since then she has self-reported being in Western Washington, though this information does remain unconfirmed. It says she may be wearing glasses. Initially, she told others that she was heading to a friend's house. She never arrived at that friend's house, as she was actually meeting someone else. So I guess I take that to mean, I could be wrong, that she said, hey, I'm going to this friend's house, but she was really going to go somewhere else to meet another person. She's 16 years old, once again, 5'7", 140 pounds, missing from Cheney, Washington since it says last seen August 1st. Maybe that was when she was self-reported. But if you have any information on her case, contact the Cheney Police Department at 509-456-2233. So, just making sure I'm staying caught up in comments. All right, next. Not a whole lot of information, but the most pertinent information. This is from Star Williams. This is her husband, James A. Williams. He went missing in it just says May of this year from Albany, New York. She says, my husband has been missing from Albany, New York since May of this year. Once again, she says, I tried to make a missing persons report of where he last resided, but was unable to do so. I'm told because he's an adult and has no mental or physical incapacities that I cannot file a missing persons report. That just irks me to no end. I understand the concept and the reasoning behind it, but still. So once again, his name is James A. Williams. He is 65 years old, 5'7", approximately, it says 170 to 120 pounds, because it says his weight does fluctuate. And it says his children and I are extremely concerned and heartbroken. These are the ones that from the family members that post these. It just breaks my heart even more. Breaks my heart even more when it's family members talking. So please, does not give a phone number. Once again, 911 is your best bet. They can get you in touch with the Albany, New York, proper authorities in Albany. If you've seen James, if you know anything about him, heard anything about his possible whereabouts, even if, they said he is an adult, he can do whatever he pleases, but, hopefully he's out there. And just, if you've seen him, know of his whereabouts, just say, hey, your family's worried about you, your kids are worried about you. Just, if you don't want to go home for whatever reason, or it doesn't say if, it says her husband. I'm assuming they're still married, but I don't know. Just give a call, just to let them know that you're okay. Yes, Miss Barbara says, this is sad. I saw this one. I may have found this from you sharing it, because what I did is just went through my, just scrolled and scrolled and scrolled for about an hour and a half last night through my news feed on Facebook, and that's where I got all these. Just whatever popped up, I screenshotted it and saved the pictures and made the slideshow. So you may be the one to have shared this, Miss Barbara. Absolutely. Far says prayers for James and his loved ones. Absolutely. Yeah, like I said, even if he's just willingly wherever he's at, if somebody happens to see him, please just tell him, just give his family a call to let them know, his children, especially, to just let them know that he is okay. Hopefully he is okay. Absolutely. Okay. Next. And this is an important one because let me get the basic information and I will explain. This is Marissa Carmichael. You've probably seen her. I've between me, Arctic, Sunshine, Mind of Monsters, and a whole bunch of other people have been sharing Marissa's flyer. But Marissa has been missing from Greensboro, North Carolina, excuse me, since January 14th, 2024. She's 25 years old, 5'4", 260 pounds. So Marissa was last seen at an Exxon gas station in Greensboro, North Carolina at around 3:40 a.m. on January 14th, 2024, getting into the car of a known individual. She does not have a phone, access to social media, or any contact information for her family or friends when she went missing, when she got into the car with this person. Prior to getting into the car, she had called the police to report that someone had taken her belongings and left her at that gas station. Her family is extremely concerned, obviously, for her well-being. Excuse me. Once again, she was last seen in Greensboro, North Carolina on January 14th. She's 25 years old, 5'4", 260 pounds. Sorry, I had salad tonight for supper, and it's not agreeing with me. If you have any information regarding Marissa's case, contact the Greensboro Police Department at 336-373-2222. So, I know at some point, I can't remember exactly what day it was, sometime this week, Marissa's mother, Miss Sarah, was on Dago's channel with Dago and Arctic and Doodle. And hopefully, if everything works out, Miss Sarah is going to be here on my channel Friday around if we get our can get our time straight, because she's in Eastern time zone, I'm in Central, so it should be 5 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. Central time. She's going to be on here with me to share Marissa's story. There's a lots and lots of information besides this. This is just the basic stuff. This is a very bizarre, strange, terrifying case. So if you can make it to the live stream, I know it's a lot earlier than I usually do my live streams, but I just wanted to make it as convenient as I could for Miss Sarah to working into her schedule. I think she has been doing a lot of appearances or on a lot of the panels lately, sharing Marissa's story to get more awareness out there. So, but if you can't make it to the live, please do watch the replay, share it once it's over, share it anywhere and everywhere you can. I will try to get it scheduled sometime tomorrow after I get home from work. I will get it scheduled. So I'm nervous, but like Arctic said, he still gets butterflies in his stomach when he interviews or has family members of missing persons on. But I'm very excited is not the right word. I'm very anxious to have Miss Sarah on to talk about Marissa and help bring more awareness to this case. Very important, very important. All right. Let me see who snuck in on me. There's Junior. Oh, there he is. There's Junior Johnson. Hello, Junior. How are you doing? Always good to have you here. And he is in Michigan tonight. I hope you're doing well, sir. So if you heard me talking about the early Friday, 4 p.m. Central time, I believe, if I've got my times right. Maybe you can make it to that one. And then probably Friday night, I will probably have a True Crime After Dark at the usual time that we do at about 8 or 8:15. Just talk about whatever we want to talk about. I have some stories that I have saved up in my browser as usual. And any other cases that any of you guys want to talk about who can be here. But I'm very anxious and excited and for Miss Sarah to be on here Friday afternoon to talk about Marissa's case. So very, very anxious about that. So it's good to have Junior here. All right. I think I'm caught up. Stop my camera for a minute. I'm going to slurp on my drink. Wipe my nose again. I'm telling you, these allergies are still killing me, but it's been getting cooler during the night, down in the 60s, mid to low 60s, which is wonderful. But then during the day, it's getting back up, still getting up into the mid 70s. So between the allergies and the temperature change, it is Junior says, about ready for bed, you night owls. Well, thank you for checking in, Junior. It's always good whenever you can check in, however long you can stay. All right, so that is Marissa. And for once, hold on, okay, 1 second. Going back to Marissa for a minute, I've shared like I said, numerous of us, me, Mom, Mind of Monsters, Arctic Fox have shared her flyer, Marissa's flyer on YouTube, on Facebook, social media. So if you see it, please share it anywhere and everywhere you can. All right, so next we have Kyle Fleischman. I hope I say his name right. Fleischman. He was last seen November 9th of 2007. He is 24 years old, 6 foot tall, 180 pounds. He is missing, I think I said Charlotte, North Carolina. And I'm going to have to even enlarge this slide so I can read this small writing. So Kyle was last seen at the Buckhead Saloon, which is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina, on November 9th, 2007. He had gone there with friends after attending a comedy show. Kyle and his friend Daniel had a few drinks at Buckhead Saloon, but it says Daniel had to work the next morning and decided to close out his tab around 1 a.m. And Kyle said that he was going to stay for a while. Video surveillance does show Kyle getting into an altercation with 2 to 3 men later on that night or that morning. Kyle left the bar shortly after. He forgot his coat and his debit card. It says he left around 2:20 a.m. It was just 30 degrees outside that night or that early morning. He did not go back inside to either get his coat or his debit card. And later he was seen walking alone towards Fuel Pizza, and he was seen on surveillance camera. It said that he stopped in the pizza place. He ordered 2 slices of pizza. After Kyle left the pizza place, he was never seen again. But it says he did start making phone calls, I'm assuming after he left the pizza place. The first one was at 2:42 a.m. He made a total of 8 phone calls in a short amount of time. It says he tried to call his father's business phone, his roommate, his sister, and his friend Daniel, who had been with him earlier in the night, but he did not leave any voicemails. And apparently, because it says after he was seen at the pizza place on the video surveillance, that was the last time he was seen. And like I said, the last time he was heard from, or he didn't talk to anybody, but he made this series of phone calls. After that, nothing. No more sightings of him. No more contact with him. So just very, very bizarre and terrifying. So if you have any information on Kyle's case, call the Charlotte Mecklenburg PD at 704-336-4978. All right. Just checking, making sure I'm staying caught up in comments. All right. Next, we have Alex Vasquez. Alex has been missing since October 29th, 2015 from Kyle, South Dakota. He was 24 years old when he went missing. He was 5'7", 200 pounds. And this was just a post that somebody, I'm assuming somebody, I don't know if it's a family member or somebody that knows Alex, had posted in one of the Facebook groups. But this was 6 days ago that it was posted. It says, today marks 9 years since Alex Vasquez went missing from Kyle, South Dakota in 2015. There are people in our communities and on our reservation that know exactly what happened, but choose to help keep this horrific crime a secret. There is a $25,000 reward, and yet no one has come forward with any information. Any information we need to help give Alex's family closure. It says, please share this flyer, print it off, hang it up wherever you can. And I will at some point. I did share them on my Facebook profile and in my Facebook group. So you can go in there, share it, share the flyer, screenshot it, copy it, whatever you want to do. Just anything you can do to get it out there. It says, we need the public to know that Alex is still missing. Our tribe has not kept. It says our tribe has not kept in touch to give us updates or to check in and reassure the family that Alex still matters. So this, and apparently he is missing. This is in regard to the Pine Ridge Reservation in Kyle, South Dakota. So if you have any information, you can call the tip line at 1-888-668-0661, or you can call Mario Vasquez Sr. at 1-620-253-5887. So just once again, horrifying. So sad. All right. Next, we have J.C. Kirshner. Not a whole lot of information, but I'll give you what is on this poster and what was in the post. JC is just 14 years old. She has been missing since October 7th of this year from Chester, Pennsylvania. She's 14 years old. It's about all the information we have. Like I said, missing since August 7th of this year from Chester, Pennsylvania. So if you have any information on JC's whereabouts, you're asked to contact the Chester Police Department at 610-447-8424. 14 years old. All right. Next, we have Lily Parker. She is missing from Lexington, South Carolina, since October 26th of 2024. She is just 17 years old, 5'1", 95 pounds. She was last seen the evening of Saturday, October 26th, walking away from her home, which was in the 4900 block of Sunset Boulevard. She left her cell phone behind at her house. Once again, that's about all the information we have. Once again, missing from Lexington, South Carolina, since October 26th, 17 years old, 5'1", 95 pounds. If you have any information, please call the Lexington Police Department at 803-358-1514. All right. Next, we have Faith. I hope I'm going to pronounce her last name right. Faith Dubose, D-U-B-O-S-E. She is missing from Colleton County, South Carolina, another one from South Carolina, since October 31st, Halloween of this year. She is just 14 years old. She is 5'2", 105 pounds. It says she was last seen around 11:30 p.m. on October 31st in the area of Little Rock Court in Cottageville. Deputies believe she may have been picked up by an unknown vehicle. That's terrifying. She was last seen wearing a purple sweatshirt and black leggings. Once again, she is 14 years old, 5'2", 105 pounds. So if you have any information regarding Faith, call the Colleton County Sheriff at 843-549-2211. Just go back here and make sure that all my comments are loading. Everything is running smoothly. All right. So next, not a whole lot of information in this one, but we'll go with what we got. Once again, from a mother. This is from the Missing in Arizona, either page or group. My daughter, Isabella Louise, who is 15, went missing on November 2nd, so just a few days ago, at around 12:30 p.m. She was last seen in Buckeye, Arizona, at 22190 West Ashley Marie Drive. She was last seen wearing a pink Hello Kitty sweater and black sweatpants. So if you have any information on Isabella, call the Buckeye Police at 623-386-4421, or it also gives the dad's phone number, 602-904-0213. So just, 15 years old. Once again, a mother posting. Oh, Lance is back. Are you doing okay, Lance? I hope you're doing okay. I'm glad you're back. All right. Next, and I have seen this one shared a few times. This is Jacob Oslos. Once again, I'm trying not to butcher these names. Jacob Osloki or Osloki. He is missing from Bristol Township, Pennsylvania, since October 30th of this year, 2024. He is just 14 years old, 5'5", 140 pounds. Now that smaller picture on the slide, I don't know if that is surveillance from when he went missing, because it does look like surveillance footage. But Jacob was last seen on October 30th at approximately 7:58 p.m. in Bristol Township, Pennsylvania. It says he may be operating an electric bicycle. He often frequents parks in the Bristol Township area. Once again, he is approximately 5 foot 5 inches tall, 140 pounds. It says with a stocky build, just 14 years old. So if you have any information regarding Jacob, please contact the Bristol Township Police at 267-812-2916. Lance says, oh, they spent a lot of time in front of the computer today. He thinks he is just worn down. Yeah, it'll do it to you. Sometimes you got to take a break from the computers. From the computers, the TV, anything and everything. I can unplug whenever. As long as I have music to listen to or a book to read, I'm good. That is how I disconnect. I either listen to music or I read, or I put on some music and play games on my tablet. You know, like a little old lady, I sit and play solitaire and stuff on my tablet, but it relaxes me. So that is the point. Oh, okay, so, but you still need to take a break. But Lance says he's trying to get his typing lessons done and now learning Excel. Excellent. But you still have to take a break sometimes. Got to take a break sometimes from lessons and work. Oh, I can relate. Lance says at 53, my brain is not so absorbing for learning anymore like when I was young. Same here. I'm 53 also. I can relate. Most definitely. All right. Let's see who we have next. Next we have Tori Chipley. She is missing from Jackson, Mississippi since November 1st of this year. She is 24 years old, 5 foot tall. She was last seen on November 1st walking in the direction of West Frontage Road and Northside Drive in Jackson, Mississippi. It says she was carrying 2 suitcases, and this is according to her grandfather. It says she's described as being around 5 feet tall with short red hair and brown eyes. So carrying 2 suitcases. She's 24 years old. Once again, technically, that's an adult. Obviously, she can do what she wants, but it doesn't say if she has any kind of mental health issues or any kind of problems going on wherever she was living at. So I don't know. It just says, according to her grandfather, she was carrying 2 suitcases. So I don't know if she was living with her grandfather or just her grandfather saw her. But at any rate, if you have any information regarding Tori, call the Jackson Police Department at 601-960-1234. That is possibly, True, Lance says she ran away somewhere and does not want to be found. That's entirely possible. That's what it sounds like. And once again, 24 years old, she's an adult. She has the right to do whatever she wants, as long, you know, and even, I was going to say, as long as she doesn't have any mental health issues that would make her a danger to herself, or she couldn't take care of herself. But you know, nothing like that was included in this information, just this basic information on the poster. So that is true. Are you leaving, Miss Barb? Miss Barb says, good night all. Stay safe out there. Thank you, Miss Barb, for being here. Always a pleasure to have you here, ma'am. Always. We love you. Sending hugs and kisses your way. Thank you, Miss Barb. Once again, please, if you're just coming in or watching, catching replay, please check out the links at the top of the chat if you're here now, or in the description of the live stream, the Timmy's Legacy YouTube channel, Timmy's Legacy Facebook group, and also the petition to reopen Timmy's case. So thank you, Miss Barb. We love you. All right, so that was, just make sure we're staying caught up over here. All right. That was Tori. Next we have, once again, I'm going to try not to butcher her name. Lilia Jones says she is biracial. She is just 19 years old. Female, 5'6", 134 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes, no known aliases. She says she has a tattoo on the wrist, one on her wrist and one on her back. Doesn't give specifics of what the tattoos are. She was last seen on November 3rd, so just once again a few days ago. She was reported missing on the 4th. And this is from, where's it from? Detroit. I think, if I can read that small, trying to make it bigger. Yeah, Detroit. She was missing, last seen on the 4000 block of Taylor. It says that she had left her residence to go pay a bill. She did not return home. She was last seen wearing all black clothing, according to her mother, and she is autistic. So that is very important. She is autistic. So if you have any information regarding Lilia, call Commander Shonda Starks at the 10th Precinct at 313-596-1040, or call 1-800-SPEAK-UP. So this is, all of them are important, but this one more so, being that she is autistic. All right. No, Lisa Joe says she got a phone call. Wasn't a troll, was it, Miss Lisa? I know you love your trolls. All right. Next we have Mark Davis. Now this is an older one. That was 17 years. This might be one of the older ones we have. Mark has been missing from Tyler, Texas since January 15th of 2007. 20 years old, 5'8", 155 pounds. Once again, I got to make this bigger so I can read. So Mark was last seen at his family's residence in Tyler, which is in Texas, on January 15th, 2007. He was a senior at Texas A&M University in College Station at the time of his disappearance. He was home for a winter break. On January 14th, which is the day before, on January 14th, it says he purchased a new jacket to wear to school. He was due to return there the next day. He and his family all went to bed, apparently around the same time after he returned home from the store. When his parents woke up in the morning, he was gone. It says he is believed to have left around daybreak. And I don't know how they figure this out. It says his metallic forest green and silver 26-inch frame, 24 gear, 2005 model Expedition Specialized mountain bike disappeared with him. So apparently he left on his bike. He did leave behind a goodbye note to his parents. He stated he loved them and his He stated he loved them and his leaving was no one's fault, and indicated that they would never see him again. He left his passport behind, as well as his cell phone, car keys, money, and wallet. It says his passport has since expired and it has never been renewed, and his case remains unsolved. So, sounds like this may be, and I don't, I'm just speculating, possibly a self-harm situation. Either a self-harm or he just left of his own accord, just for whatever reason, and doesn't want to be found. One of the two possibilities. Lisa says, no, it wasn't a troll. Good. Paula says, what kind of jacket? I don't think it's specified. Let me read it again, though. It just says he purchased a new jacket to wear at school, is all it said. Just a jacket, just a new jacket. It did not specify what color, brand, anything of that nature. But that is a good question. Thank you. So if you, once again, Mark Davis, missing from Tyler, Texas, since January 15th, 2007. So 17 years ago now. He was 20 years old when he went missing, 5'8", 155 pounds. If you have any information regarding where Mark might be, what might have happened to him, if you saw him anytime around or after January 15th of 2007, call the Tyler Police Department at 903-531-1000. Yes, Lance says likely. Yeah, to me, I never want to be negative, obviously, but, it says he left behind, let me make it bigger in so I can read it. Left behind this. No, when I first read this, I thought it meant he just left a goodbye note to his parents because he was going back to school. But he stated he loved them and his leaving. It just says his leaving, so that's encouraging. His leaving was no one's fault, and indicated they would never see him again. So once again, just in my opinion and my theorizing, that could mean either he was planning self-harm or just leaving for whatever reason and starting a new life, or whatever the case may be. Either way, horribly sad, and obviously. So hopefully, if hopefully Mark is still out there somewhere, and hopefully he'll see his, this live stream, you never know, or see his missing poster and maybe give his family a call just to say, hey, I'm okay. I just, had reasons that I wanted to leave, and, but I'm okay. Always want to hope for the best. Thank you. Thanks for doing the math for me, Lance. Lance says he would be 37 years old now. Yeah, because he was 20 and 17 years. Oh, Miss Barbara's back. Welcome back, Miss Barbara. Always good to have Miss Barbara coming back. So everybody's getting phone calls tonight. Miss Lisa had a phone call. Miss Barbara had a phone call. I hope they weren't bad phone calls, either one of them. I hope they were good. But good to have you back, Miss Barb. All right. Next, we have Miss Annette Brayboy. And Miss Annette has been missing from Chicago, Illinois since October 31st, Halloween of this year. She is 66 years old, 5'7", 140 pounds. It says that Miss Annette was last seen on the 2600 block of West 63rd Street in Chicago. Excuse me. She was last seen wearing a blue denim jacket. She's described as having gray hair and brown eyes, 5'7", 140 pounds. So if you have any information about Miss Annette, contact the Chicago Police Department at 312-747-8380. So going back to the, let's see if I can go back without messing it up. This one, Lance says, sounds like he meant it if it had been 17 years. Yeah, that is true. All right, go back to Miss Annette here. So once again, Miss Annette Brayboy, missing from Chicago since October 31st, 66 years old, 5'7", 140 pounds, gray hair, brown eyes. Call 312-747-8380. All right. Next, we have another 17-year-old case. So I do have a couple of older ones in here. Not as ancient as some of them, but this is Lee Cutler. He has been missing from Buffalo Grove, Illinois, since October 20th of 2007. He was just 18 years old when he went missing. 6 foot tall, 161 pounds. And let me make this bigger so I can read it. So Lee was scheduled to start work at 12 p.m. on October 20th, 2007. But he had never arrived to work. It doesn't say where he worked at. And after that, he has never been seen or heard from again. On October 21st, the next day, his locked 2007 Toyota Corolla was found parked at a rest stop near the Bluffs, the Bluffs east of Baraboo, Wisconsin, along the Baraboo River. So that, whenever they talk about bodies of water, it makes me nervous. And it says this area is nearly 200 miles from his home. So in basically a day and a half, he went 200 miles. Because it says he was last seen on October 20th, and then on the 21st, his car was found 200 miles from his home. It says he enjoys hiking and camping, and he had visited this area at least once before, but his loved ones do not know why he would have gone there again. Searchers did find his backpack, and some of his blankets were found near the river. Among the items located was an empty bottle of an over-the-counter pain medication and sleep aid, a copy of Into the Wild, and letters addressed to his family and his girlfriend. This is not sounding, once again, I never want to be negative, but this is sounding like a not good situation. So letters were found addressed to his family and his girlfriend. The extensive search turned up no sign of Lee himself, and investigators announced they were certain that he was not in the area. In my opinion, if he was in the area, he would be in the river. Once again, that's just my opinion, just my thoughts. But if you have any information on Lee's case, call the Buffalo Grove Police Department at 847-459-2560. Oh, Lance has got to go. Lance says, good night, everyone. I got to take my eyes off the computer. Absolutely. You get some rest. Thank you for being here, Lance. Always a pleasure to have you here. Good luck on the typing exams or whatever it said you were doing and learning Excel. Once again, my 53-year-old brain also does not do well trying to learn new technological stuff. But it's good to have you here, Lance. Have a good rest of your night. All right, next, this is one from here in Arkansas. This is Chloe Kelly. She is missing from Paragould, Arkansas since October 29th of this year. She is just 17 years old, 5'3", 150 pound, white female, brown hair and blue eyes. She was last seen in Paragould. She was wearing dark jeans and a black zip-up jacket. She is known to have a nose piercing. So the Paragould Police Department is requesting the public's assistance in locating Chloe and bringing her home safely. Once again, she has not been seen since October 29th. It says she also has ties to New Mexico. And I think when I was reading the comments, because I like when I'm going through these, I go through the comments because a lot of times you can find some good information from family members or people who know. And somebody had made a comment, something to the effect of, I thought she said she was happy in New Mexico. So apparently she had been there before. And somebody had answered, that's what she said, that she was doing okay. So don't know exactly the situation that's going on with that. But if you have any information, contact the Paragould Police Department at 870-236-7621. All right, everybody's saying a good night to Lance. All right, this is one that has been shared a lot, which is very good, very good. Caitlin Hodges is still missing. She is missing from Goldsboro, North Carolina, since April 14th of 1995. So this is the oldest one so far that we featured. 29 years old, brown hair, brown eyes, 5'6" tall. Sorry, my eye keeps itching. 135 pounds. The Goldsboro Police Department is attempting to locate Caitlin. She is missing from she is from Crystal Lake, Illinois. She was last seen on July 18th. So those dates don't match. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Her date of birth is April 14th, 1995. Sorry. She's date of birth of 4/14/1995. She is from Crystal Lake, Illinois. She was last seen on July 18th, 2024 in Goldsboro, North Carolina. According to her family, she was staying with her boyfriend in Goldsboro. Says she has multiple tattoos. It doesn't give a description of tattoos, at least on this information. Her family and friends are obviously extremely concerned for her safety and well-being. If you have any information on her whereabouts, contact Investigator Sturgill at 919-580-4211 or the Goldsboro Police Department at 919-705-6572. As Paula says, Crystal Lake. I know what you're referring to. You're talking about Camp Crystal Lake. There's a lot of Crystal Lakes, real Crystal Lakes out there, and there are a lot of real Elm Streets out there. For any horror movie fans out there that may be watching. Yes, it says she is from Crystal Lake, Illinois. All right. Oh, almost pushed the wrong button. Imagine that. All right, this is Tyson McElroy. He is missing from, sorry, both my eyes are itching. Missing from Birmingham, Alabama. It just says since the summer, sometime this summer of this year, 2024. He is 42 years old, 5'6", 160 pounds. It says he was last seen near Grandview Medical Center. I don't know if he had been in the medical center and had been released or walked out, or if he was walking past. Police say that he has not been seen or heard from since then. Once again, missing from Birmingham, Alabama since sometime this summer. 42 years old, 5'6", 160 pounds. So if you have any information regarding Tyson, contact the Birmingham Police Department at 205-328-9311. All right, and I have no clue how many more of these we have. We're just going to keep going. Oh, we're in an hour and a half. We're doing good. We're doing good. Let me just go check over here and make sure that all my, okay, make sure that everything was popping up. All right, this is Tamika Chappelle. She is 50 years old, 145 pounds, 5 foot 5 inches tall. She is missing, I'm assuming from Dallas, because it gives the Dallas Police Department. Says she was last seen on December 10th of 2023, so almost a year ago, in Oak Cliff, the Oak Cliff neighborhood in Dallas, Texas, on, like I said, December 10th, 2023. It says she went missing under mysterious circumstances. It says, please help her family if you have information that can lead to her whereabouts. Please call, it says the number on the flyer, which is 469-837-9330, or call the Dallas Police Department at 214-671-3001. That is Tamika Chappelle. She does not look 50 years old. She is a good looking 50. She does not look she makes 50 look good. Beautiful lady. Beautiful lady. All right. Next, we have Nefertiri Renice Trader. She has been missing since June 30th of 2014. So over 10 years now, a little bit over 10 years, from Newcastle, Delaware. Says her date of birth is February 21st of 81. So she would be, I don't know if it told how old she would be 40, 43, 44. She was 5'6", 125 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes. Her ears are pierced. She has tattoos on her left arm, her lower back, and the right side of her chest. So this one is possible kidnapping. It says that Neffy, I'm assuming that's her nickname, was last seen being forced into the rear seat of her vehicle by an unknown male at around 4 a.m. on June 30th, 2014, near her home in Newcastle, Delaware. A nearby neighbor happened to wake up at 4 a.m. He saw her porch light come on, and he saw this unknown man force Neffy into her car. The male was wearing tan shorts and a dark hooded sweatshirt. Says he drove away. And the car is a silver 2000 Acura RL with Delaware tags 404893, and the car is also has never been found. So a very Very, very important to get this information out. Sounds like a most probable kidnapping. So if you have any information, let me get call the Newcastle PD at 302-395-2781. Also list her NamUs case number and her DOE, her police case number, her NamUs case number, and her DOE network case number. So very important to get this information out. Okay. Next, we have Chad Incy. Chad is missing from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma since October 24th of this year. He is 31 years old, 6'4", 200 pounds. It says he was last seen near I-240 and Western in Oklahoma City. It says his vehicle was found in the possession of two individuals who also had all of his belongings, and one of these individuals had pawned some of his items, so that doesn't sound good. Chad has medical conditions that may affect his cognitive abilities, making him especially vulnerable. So another very, very scary situation. So if you have any information regarding Chad or these two individuals that you may be seen with his vehicle pawning some of his items, call the Oklahoma City Police at 405-297-1129. Alrighty. Oh, try not to forget to advance my slides. This is Zachary Porter. Let me get bigger so I can read it. He's been missing since July 23rd of 2013, so this is another older one. He was 25 at the time he disappeared. Brown hair, brown eyes, 5'11", 150 to 170 pounds. It says that Zachary left his McMinnville, Oregon home at around 11 a.m. on July 23rd, 2013. He went to North Bend, Oregon to sell a motorcycle to a buyer that he met over the internet. It says his family got text messages from his phone after he arrived in North Bend, but they are not sure that he sent the messages himself. So if you guys are thinking like I'm thinking, police determined that he did meet with the buyer and he did sell the motorcycle. Zachary told his parents that he planned to get a ride home from the buyer, but the buyer said that he had arranged to get a ride home from a friend and he would meet that friend at the Myrtlewood factory. I don't know where the Myrtlewood factory is. He never arrived home and he has never been heard from again. So at the very least, I would be, and I'm sure the police did, be questioning this person that he met online to buy the motorcycle from. That would be my first thought, but I have a paranoid mind, so probably like most of you guys do. Most of us who look into all these true crime cases. So if you have any information about Zachary, call the Coos County Sheriff's Office at 541-396-3121. So that's very strange. So I would be, like I said, questioning the person he bought the or sold the motorcycle to, and then find out who this friend was that he was supposed to meet and get a ride home with. Top 2 persons of interest, in my opinion. Once again, I'm not a professional. I just try to learn from the professionals. All right. Next we have Eric Vance. Eric is missing from Cleveland Heights, Ohio, since October 3rd of this year, 2024. He is just 16 years old, 5'9". It says he was last seen on Jeanette Avenue in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. He was last seen wearing white socks and black jogging pants. He has blonde hair and blue eyes. And it says his grandmother states that he does struggle with his mental health. So if you have any information, he's just 16 years old. So if you have any information regarding Eric, call the Cleveland Heights Police at 216-291-4987. Oh, Mr. Steve snuck in. There he is, snuck in on me. Hey, Mr. Steve. Always good to have you here, sir. Always a pleasure and honor to have Mr. Steve here. I hope I'm not going in and out. My signal keeps I hope you're doing well tonight. I hope you and Mrs. Steve and all the Steves and all the aunts and baby Steve and son-in-law, I hope everybody is doing okay. Good to have you here, sir. As always, please do check out somebody. I don't even know if I have anybody here with wrenches tonight. Let me check. Can Sticky, and I know Michelle C was here. Oh, Miss Lisa Joe's here. She can do it. If she's still here. And Michelle C was here earlier. Can Sticky and the link to Mr. Steve's channel, please. All the regulars here should know who Mr. Steve is, but just in case we have any lurkers here or anybody watching replay who does not know who Mr. Steve is. Former law enforcement, former CSI, very good guy, knows his stuff. He and his and Mrs. Steve and the crew run the True Crime Web Foundation. There is a link to the True Crime Web Foundation website in the description box of the live stream. So please do check out the foundation, the website too, to give you all the information for the nonprofit. Excuse me, that they operate. They go out and help families. Try to find their missing loved ones, get justice for their missing loved ones. He has helped Miss Barb and so many people. He is a wonderful human being. Wonderful human being. So it's always good to have Mr. Steve here. All right. So did I finish up on? I think I finished up on Eric's case. So is this the last one? No, it's not. This may be the one. I think we only got 2 more left. I got this one. May be the one, Layla Mendiola. This may be the one where I think I saw that she has been located safe, but I'm not 100% sure. If anybody in chat knows, let me know. But I want to say that she has been found safe, but just in case I'm wrong, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the information. Layla Mendiola, missing from San Antonio, Texas, since November 3rd of this year. 15 years old. She was last seen on the 4000 block of Pecan Grove Boulevard, wearing gray and Nike sweatpants and a gray top. 15 years old, 4'9". It says weight 85. I don't know if I mean 85 pounds. But just in case I'm wrong about her being found safe, if you have any information, call the San Antonio Police Department at 210-207-7660. Yeah, no pressure, Mr. Steve. Mr. Steve said no pressure to live up to that introduction. We love you, Mr. Steve. We can't say enough good stuff about Mr. Steve. We love him around here. I said, if I knew I wouldn't mess something up, I would. But I think I did read that they did find Layla safe. I'm not 99.9% sure. I'm not going to say I'm 100%. 99.9% sure. So if I'm remembering correctly, thank God she has been found. Right, I think this is the last one we have. This is James, and I'm going to butcher this name, Liedke. He's been missing from Eau Claire, Wisconsin since November 4th of 2018, so just over 6 years now. 33 years old, 5'7", 170 pounds. It says on Saturday, November 3rd of 2018, James and several friends were on Water Street in Eau Claire, Wisconsin during the evening hours. It says that James separated from his friends later in the evening, but he did have telephone contact with one of them at approximately 12:25 a.m. on Sunday of the 4th, November 4th. He was last seen on surveillance video walking eastbound on Water Street in the 300 to 400 blocks behind the Pickle Tavern towards the bike trail at around 1:13 a.m. Prior to that, it says that he had been at Shenanigans and then the Pioneer Bar. After that, he has not been seen or heard from again. He was a student at UW Stout, and it does not appear that he ever returned to his residence. So, once again, there's a lot of these young men, and I'm not even going to bring out the stupid smiley face offender thing about all these young men. They're trying to link all these young men together that are gone out to bars and then disappeared, and there's always a body of found in a body of water. I don't know if there's any bodies of water around that area. And I'm not saying that he went into a body of water, but everybody that tries to link this stupid smiley face offender thing, that there's a whole network of offenders out there that they call the smiley face K'ers. That go around abducting or drugging these young men and drowning them or otherwise, harming them somehow and throwing them in whatever the closest body of water is. Anyway, if you have any information regarding James, call the Eau Claire Police Department at 715-839-4972. And I believe that is the last one we had for the evening. So we made it through all 30 of them. And we're just an hour and 43 in. We're good. So if you guys have anything, any questions, comments, any other cases or anything you want to talk about, except politics, no politics. We're not going to talk about, I'm tired of that mess. Just throw it in chat. Oh, I did actually, if I can find it. Oh, almost knocked my drink over. Miss Barbara sent me and we'll talk about it more. Turn my camera off for a minute. We'll talk about it more Friday night on the True Crime After Dark. But let me see. She sent me, if anybody put in chat if you've heard of the Jody Huisentruit case, a disappearance. Oh goodness, I don't know how to spell her name. Oh, there it is. Okay. Miss Barbara actually messaged me hopefully they'll let me screen share a link. Apparently they've been searching or a police presence, as they call it, was seen somewhere. I'm gonna take that down and try to screen share. Oh, make sure the article comes up. Oh yeah, okay, it came up. Screen share. Yes, Far, she was the reporter. Absolutely, yes. Yes. She was the reporter. And I believe it is in from Minnesota, if I'm not sure, or close somewhere in the Minneapolis Twin Cities area. Okay, let me see if it'll share. It may take in a minute to come up. There it is. Okay. So okay, so I don't know if this is the same article that Miss Barb sent me. This is the first one that popped up. Investigators in Who's in Troop case search area outside of Twin Cities. And that is, if it'll come up there. Here, let me change. Hold on. Let me change. Oh my goodness. Make it a little bit bigger, maybe. There we go. That is a picture. It's a video, but it's a picture of her. And this is from yesterday, I believe. I don't know what today is. Yes, it's the 6th. The article is from yesterday. But it says organizers behind the website findjody.com say a tip led to new clues in the 30-year search for Jody Huisentruit. Jody was a TV reporter from Minnesota who vanished June 27th, 1995. She actually disappeared from Madison City, Iowa. She was 27 years old when she disappeared. According to CBS, when she didn't arrive at the TV station for her see me. Oh my goodness. Let me know if you can see me and hear me now. Am I back? Okay, thank you. I'm back. For some reason, my background is nothing's coming up. Okay, anyway, I'm back. Sorry. Yes, it won't come up. Yes, it was a dumpster fire. For some reason, StreamYard booted me out on my phone. Thank you. Mr. Steve said, It'll come up. Blink your eyes twice if you need 911. I couldn't even blink my eyes because it kicked me completely out. Oh my goodness. So sorry about that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm back. May not be able to see me, but I'm back. It's loading in my layouts or anything. That's all right. Or my file or my slideshow. Thank you, Miss Barb. Okay, everybody says I'm back. Okay, so let me continue reading. If it didn't kick me out again. There we go. Okay, let me continue reading. It'll go up. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. It's moving slowly. Okay, let me find where I left off at. Okay, so when she didn't arrive at the TV station for her morning assignment, her coworkers alerted. Can you see me or hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Can you see me or can you hear me? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, thank you. Far says you can hear me. Paula says she can hear me. Okay. So I keep getting this notification. It keeps kicking me out. And it says that my destination, because when you're on StreamYard, you have to connect StreamYard to whatever, to my YouTube channel to do the live streams. And I got a notification earlier when I was my back. Oh my gosh. Okay. If you, let me know if you can hear me. Hey, Miss Heather Brown, if you can hear me. I don't know if you're coming up. Hey, Heather, we're having a dumpster fire going on right now. Oh my goodness. All right, let me know. I can see me. So I hope you guys can see and hear me. But the notification is up here right now. Thank you, Forrest, so she can hear me. It says in 27,447 days, StreamYard will lose access to your YouTube account. Don't worry, we've got you covered. Well, apparently they don't. And the other notification that I got earlier that I was trying to tell you guys about is that I'm going to have to go in somehow and reconnect my destination, my YouTube channel to StreamYard. So I don't know if that's what the problem is or what's going on. But we will see how much longer it will let me stay on here. We got more people in here now than we've had all night. Oh my goodness, I apologize. So I was trying to read this, make it through this. We shared our, we went through all our missing persons. And then I was reading an article about that Miss Barbara had let me know about the Jody Huisentruit. There we go. Let me see if I can get through it. If I disappear again, I will try to come back. But if I don't come back, I will promise I will get it fixed by Friday, hopefully, and be back. Okay, so let's try one more time. Good to see you, Heather Brown. Thank you for being here. I apologize for the dumpster fire. All right. So let me get down to the so Jody disappeared. The police found the signs of a struggle around her car, which is still in the parking lot of her apartment complex that she worked at, I believe. Investigators believe that someone attacked her as she headed to her car for her early morning news shift. Recently, investigators from Mason City searched an area in Winstead, Minnesota, which is just outside of the Twin Cities, which is Minneapolis, St. Paul, following some kind of lead. So Mason City Police Chief Jeff Brinkley confirmed the purpose of the search in a brief statement to the Find Jody, I don't know if it's a website or a Facebook group. It says, see if I got that there, you guys can read it. MCPD recently worked with Minnesota law enforcement officials to follow up on a lead in Winstead. MCPD continues to receive, evaluate, and follow up on information it receives related to Jody Huisentrut's disappearance on a regular basis. Information gleaned from this effort will be used in the ongoing investigation. At this time, there is no additional information for public release. We do want to encourage anyone with information about Jody's disappearance to contact the MCPD or the Iowa Division of Criminal Investigation. Doesn't give a number, but it says if you would like to leave an anonymous tip to findjody.com, call 641-999-1109. So we made it through the article without going kaplooey. So like I said, Friday, when we do our second live stream, because we're probably going to be doing 2 live streams Friday for the True Crime After Dark, the later live stream. I'll see if any new information, other information comes out about this, because I've been keeping up with and reading up about this Jody's case for a long time. So when Miss Barbara sent, I was very excited when Miss Barbara sent me a link, messaged me a link to that article this afternoon. All right. So once again, welcome, Miss Heather Brown. Let me take stop sharing that, and we'll just go. We'll just do that. Okay. Always a pleasure to have. Always a pleasure to have Miss Heather here. Yes. Mr. C says, if you have slides indicating technical difficulties, dumpster fires, you know it's a part of your life. Yeah, dumpster fires are a part of my life, not just my YouTube life. sometimes in my life. Good. Yeah, absolutely. Always good to see you, Miss Heather. All right. So while we're still going, we got 11 people in here now. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Yes. Miss Heather says she's always happy to be here. We're always glad to have you here. So anything else I want to talk about? We've been on 2 hours. So once again, talking about the live streams Friday at around, if I have my time zones right, at around 4 p.m. Central Time, it'll be 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Miss Sarah, who is Marissa Carmichael's mother, is going to be on here with me, and I hope I get these issues fixed with StreamYard before then. To talk about Marissa's case. The other day, she was on Dago's channel with Dago, Arctic, and Doodle. Arctic reached out to me to reach out to Miss Sarah, because obviously, and I have been sharing or have shared Marissa's. I've done a live stream, I believe, about Marissa before. Shared her poster, things of that nature for a while now. But Arctic reached out to me to reach out to Miss Sarah to see if she wanted to come on my channel to share Marissa's story, because she's trying to obviously get as much awareness about Marissa's case as possible. So if everything goes, God, Lord willing, if everything goes well, that will be 4 p.m. Central Time. So please be here if you can. If not, watch replay, and then True Crime we'll probably do True Crime After Dark at our usual time, Friday around 8:15, somewhere around there. So look forward to that. Thank you, Miss Barb. Yes, it is family around here. Yes, thank goodness you guys are all understanding about my dumpster fires I have here. That's all right. That's all right, Miss Paula. Like I said, you can watch it on replay. It is Marissa's case is, I'm trying to think if I have I don't know if it'll let me load my oh no, I don't want an extra camera. Hold on. I know I'd let me find go through and what happened? Add to stage. Oh my goodness. Oh no. There we go. Let me find Marissa's. Try not to pass it. I know she's in here. Oh. Is that her? There it is. There's Marissa. There's her poster. So that is Marissa. She went missing. Let me bring her so I can read it for anybody who may not have been here earlier. I'm trying to find it on my big slides where I can read it. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I'm getting there. Maybe. There she is. Okay. So Marissa is missing from Greensboro, North Carolina since January 14th of this year. 25 years old. She was last seen, and there's a lot more, as you will hear when Miss Sarah is on here. And I went into it on the live stream that I did for her case. Trying to think of, it's probably in the missing playlist or the deep dive. There, I do have a playlist, deep dives or something like that. It may be in either one of those. If you, I encourage you to watch it to get caught up. But Marissa was last seen at an Exxon gas station in Greensboro at around 3:46 a.m. on January 14th, 2024. She got into the car of a known individual. She did not, apparently this individual told her to go inside this gas station and pick up some stuff. And while she was in the gas station, this unknown, and it was a male. This um this male that had brought her to the gas station, or she was riding with, and she had been at a party before. While she was inside the gas station getting whatever he told her to get, he threw all of her stuff out of the car except for her cell phone and took off. And so she called 911. And on the live stream that I did find, did play her 911 call, to say that she just needed help to get it. She didn't have her phone. This guy had left her and took her phone. And after she called 911, this other person, I don't know if she knew him or didn't know him, mysteriously showed up, picked her up, said he would give her a ride home. After that, she was never seen again. Very, very bizarre, terrifying, horrifying case. So, like I said, hopefully I can get all these technical issues worked out, or StreamYard will get their technical issues worked out. And it won't be a dumpster fire when Miss Sarah, her mother, is on here Friday. So, all right, let me get back over to, yes, it is a shame. Yes, Marissa's case is, like I said, and Miss Sarah can give you, is going to give us lots, probably lots and lots more details. I've got to get time to get over and watch the live stream they did on Dago's channel when Dago and Arctic and Doodle, when Miss Sarah was on with them the other day. Hey, Sunday Doodles. Welcome, welcome. Yes, it is awful. Marissa's case is horrible, horrible. Lots of stuff going on in that case. Absolutely. So Mr. Steve says, I recently witnessed a phone upload that was a dumpster fire, flash flood with a touch of Chernobyl that 6 reasonably intelligent people couldn't figure out. Took Miss Steve 5 minutes to fix. Well, of course, it's Mrs. Steve. Mrs. Steve can fix anything. Oh, goodness. You kill me, Mr. Steve. We love Mr. Steve. Absolutely. Oh, wrong one, but that's okay. Just trying to hit that one. Yes. Yes. Miss Barb, lots of red flags in this case. Because in this party that she was at earlier, apparently somebody made a complaint call, or a call to the police that said that there was nefarious things going on. There were pew-pews there. There were substances there. Police, and they, by then, most of the people, Marissa and the friend that she was with, and most of the people had already left. Police got there. They found nothing nefarious. No, not to say that, I'm not saying there was anything going on or was anything there, but they didn't find any firearms, no substances. And it didn't take them that long. I think maybe 5 minutes at the most, 5 to 10 minutes at the most, to get there after whoever made the 911 call. Possible they could have hidden stuff, but I said they checked the house and they didn't find anything. So I'm thinking that this, just my opinion, that this 911 call, fake call, was possibly could be tied into Marissa's disappearance. But once again, when we have Miss Sarah on here, she obviously has lots more information than we do, so she can fill us in on all of that. All right, you guys got anything else? Miss Barb says 5 minutes again. Wow. What do you mean, Miss Barb? I might have missed something. Trying to think if there's anything else that I was gonna. Once again, for anybody that may be here that didn't hear at the beginning, it's pinned to the top of the chat. It's also linked in the description. Oh, yes. Okay. Miss Barb says, yeah, they were there for Timmy in 5 minutes. Yeah, but they didn't even bother to even try to find Timmy or finding out anything about Timmy. Now I forgot what was it. Oh, speaking of Timmy, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Pinned to the top of the chat, also in the description of the live stream. Please check out the Timmy's Legacy YouTube channel. That is pinned to the top of the chat. In the description, it is also in the description. The link to the Timmy's Legacy Facebook group is in the description. Please, if you do Facebook, go over and check it out. Share the YouTube channel link, share the Facebook link anywhere and everywhere you can. Anybody who does social media, please go sub up to the channel, join the group. They're getting a nonprofit, Timmy's Legacy Foundation nonprofit started to help families. Miss Barb, the wonderful person, rock star, that Miss Barb is, helping other families in similar situations that she is in with Timmy's case. So please do check all those out. As Paula says, once again, any new updates on West Memphis, Missouri? No, nothing. There is radio silence when it comes to West Memphis, Missouri, which we all know the last new information that came out was that the Arkansas Supreme Court said that the evidence from back in the day could be tested, because Damien Eccles was pushing for it to be tested. The Crittenden County court says no, you don't have told Damien he didn't have the right to ask to have it tested, since he was not incarcerated anymore, because it was after the three were let out after the Alford plea. Arkansas Supreme Court overruled that, said yes, it could be tested. They're still fighting. The court system in Crittenden County is still fighting to not have it tested. That is all I know. That is that is it. And then we haven't had any more. Well, the last update we had in Morgan Nick's case was that supposedly, they did test evidence in it, a hair fiber to Othram Labs, which I believe is in Texas, and said it was a familial match to Morgan, Morgan's family member, either Colleen or one of Colleen's children, which would be Morgan. So Billy Jack Links has now officially been named the person of interest in Morgan Nick's case. Yeah, Miss Barb, if I can get it to come up. Don't tell me it's going to crap out on me again. There it is. Miss Barb says, if you're talking about West Memphis 3, why wouldn't they check all evidence? Because it's Crittenden County. That whole, in my opinion, now when I say this, it doesn't mean I go back and forth between guilt and innocence and all that stuff. I just want to know the truth, regardless if the 3 did it or they didn't do it. I just want to know for sure who did it, get some justice for the little boys. They supposedly they did test it back in 95 or 2010, and retested it back with the just whatever testing that was available back at that time. Of course, in 2024, it's a lot more. Mr. Steve can tell you it's a lot more advanced now. But they did test it back then. Supposedly, when they tested the hair back then, they said with the technology they had back then in Morgan's case, I don't know if you're talking about Morgan's case but in Morgan's case back then, they said they didn't have the technology. West Memphis 3 case, same thing. They tested it with the technology they had back then. They said they couldn't find anything of substance. And first they said they lost the evidence, then they said it was burned up in a fire, then it mysteriously reappeared. It's a whole thing with it. With the West Memphis 3 case, just is one that drives me nuts. Of the talking Arkansas cases, the 3 cases, I want to know, if we ever know the absolute truth, is West Memphis 3, Morgan Nick, because even with that evidence with Billy Jack Links, but I mean, that is pretty much certain, or as certain as they can be, that it is Morgan's hair in that truck. But was Billy Jack Links the only person that had access to that truck at that time? Because I think somebody, it may have been Arctic or somebody else, we were talking that he had a younger family member or somebody who did have access to that red truck with the camper shell. Because just and we know eyewitness descriptions are notoriously unreliable, but to me, Billy Jack Links did not match the descriptions and the 3 or 4 sketches that were put out at all. He was too old, So my opinion is, if it's not Billy Jack Links, it was somebody else, a friend, a family member of his, who was in the age range that the Morgan's 2 friends gave the description, and other witnesses that had seen this truck in different places, would probably fit the age range if they had access to that red truck. But that's just my opinion. And I also want to know the truth for sure about the Melissa Witt case. So those are my 3 as far as Arkansas cases go. My 3 main cases. Yep, Sunday says exactly, Barbara. Yeah, like I said, with the West Memphis 3 case, in my opinion, the crime scene was botched in the beginning, from the beginning, trampled on, and the way the whole thing all the way around was not handled correctly, in my opinion. And once again, I'm not a professional, but and then the people who were in charge over it just never wanted to admit that they screwed up. And I mean, otherwise, if you were so sure that the 3 were guilty, why did you let them out give them the Alford plea and let them out? That's just my opinion, though. There's lots of differing opinions on that case. All right, guys, we've been going a little bit over 2 hours, so I think we are going to get out of here, because I've got to see, today's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday, Friday, like I said, if all goes as planned, hopefully nothing changes, 4 p.m. Central Time, Miss Sarah will be on here to talk about, am I pointing the right way? This way, to talk about Marissa's case. Miss Sarah is Marissa's mother, and then 8:15 or so, Friday night, we'll do our True Crime After Dark to talk about whatever cases, anything we want to talk about, like we usually do. So, until then, thank you, everybody who was here. Thank you, everybody that was lurking, everybody that participated in chat, everybody watching replay. We would love a replay crew. Please, if you're here now, if you haven't already, if you're watching replay, please hit the thumbs up. Please leave a comment. Please share it anywhere and everywhere you can. We shared 30 missing persons earlier. Nice to see you too, as always, Miss Heather. We shared 30 missing persons tonight, just basic information. Please share this anywhere and everywhere you can to get this information out about all these cases. Sunday says, I watched a rant, good podcast about West Memphis 3 on the Ward case studies. Oh, is that a YouTube channel or a podcast? Is that what it's called? Ward case studies? I'll have to check it out. I devour anything and everything I can about West Memphis 3. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara says, good night, everyone. Have a good evening. Stay safe out there. All great chat. Thank you, Miss Barbara. We love you. Once again, go sub up to Timmy's Legacy YouTube channel. Go join the Facebook group. Be on the lookout. Hopefully the nonprofit will be up as soon as possible. Much love back to you, Miss Heather. Thank you, Miss Farr, for being here. Always. She says, yes, stay safe. Love and light all. Thank you, Farr. There's SG. Says thank you. Thank you, SG. You must have been lurking. We love our lurkers. Thank you. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. Miss Barb says shared. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, wrong one. But I'll get to that one. So the Ward case study is on YouTube. Excellent. I will check it out. Thank you, Miss Paula. Says she subbed to Timmy's Legacy. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, the Ward case studies. Thank you, Miss Paula. Oh, you subbed to the Ward case studies? Okay. Yes, thank you. Absolutely, thank you. Thank you to everybody. All right, guys. Until Friday, stay safe, be careful, take care of each other. That's the most important thing we can do is take care of our fellow human beings. And I will see you hopefully twice Friday. See you guys.